The multiverse. A group of multiple universes where you can find alternative paths to everything in existence. There is a universe where every celebrity has been knighted, one where Quibi was actually a very good idea, and even a universe where I'm not an idiot. It's very far away, but it exists. The multiverse is a part of every franchise nowadays. Marvel, Sony, DC, Warner Brothers, Disney, everyone's doing a multiverse. Even your father. Somewhere out there, he came back with cigarettes. It's a trope in danger of becoming tiresome. But just before it happened, two filmmakers known as Daniels created a new story that explores the multiverse through a different perspective. In a film titled...
This is the story of a girl.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I have to talk about this film. If you haven't seen it, please watch it because I assure you, no words can accurately describe this film. You will see me try to explain the story and completely fail at it. Everything Everywhere All at Once is, what is it? A film! That's the easiest way to describe it. Written and directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, also known as Daniels, Everything Everywhere All at Once, or E-E-A-A-O, is a martial arts, action, sci-fi, dramatic, comedy, fantasy about Evelyn Wong, a Chinese immigrant, played by Michelle Yeoh, living a life of broken dreams and a distant relationship from her husband and daughter. While trying to finish her taxes, Evelyn discovers the existence of a multiverse and its impending destruction. You will see me try to explain the story and completely fail at it. Destruction. I love this film. It's truly cinematic magic, but it's also hard to define what it's about since, well, it's about everything. A deconstruction of cinematic tropes like The One, an exploration on the cycle of generational trauma, the search for meaning and happiness, lost dreams, the beauty of the mundane, the desire to be understood, loved, and accepted. Explores a complex variety of ideas, but I think the film is mainly about a woman that discovers the multiverse and realizes that nothing actually matters. It's about... You have seen the film, therefore I don't have to explain what happens in it. Right? In order to fight for the multiverse, Evelyn jumps between several universes where she retains memories and abilities from these other versions of herself. Through this journey, she discovers that the person trying to destroy the multiverse is her own daughter, Joy, whose mind has been pushed beyond limitations and can now experience every single universe at the same time. Upon seeing everything, Joy realizes there's no meaning to anything and creates a bagel as a black hole to swallow everything.
Stop! I could have dropped my
bagel.
Refusing to kill her own daughter, Evelyn decides instead to save her by becoming like her. She breaks her own mind to experience everything everywhere all at once.
He said it!
However, in doing so, Evelyn draws the same conclusion. Nothing actually matters. Nihilism is the film's main concept, for the plot, characters, and for the Daniels as filmmakers. As Daniel Scheinert mentioned, the thing that's really frustrating about the multiverse is, who cares once you introduce infinity and every single possibility exists? A quote that refers to our reality and to film. Also what I tell people when they ask me to clean my bedroom.
Gosh.
So, what do I mean by our reality? Well, we don't experience an actual multiverse, but we do experience something similar. The filmmakers use the multiverse as a metaphor for the internet.
This, Jen, is the internet.
What the fuck is the internet?
The internet. Place of wisdom. Where we are connected to everything everywhere all at once. Nihilism spreads fast when you're inundated with constant information that desensitizes you to everything. We become acutely aware of people's suffering and the destruction of our world, yet remain powerless against it.
Could I interest you in everything all of the time?
Online, we find versions of ourselves in strangers and are reminded of what-if scenarios as we watch different people achieve our dreams. You're you, and that can be the worst possible feeling, especially in a world where everything is digitally coded with an illusion of beauty, just enough to make anyone feel meaningless.
What is this?
The internet is this film's version of the multiverse. You access the multiverse through your phone, which everyone initially mistakes as an app. The first one to experience the multiverse all at once is Joy, a millennial, and the second one is Evelyn, one already living online, and the other adapting into it. It's an allegory that represents the distance between generations and the feeling of having no purpose in the world and your own life. But this metaphor goes beyond the plot. Intentional or not, Daniels have created a film that also comments on cinematic nihilism. The relationship between the internet and film grows stronger as streaming services become the norm over the cinematic experience, by attempting to offer everything with just a click of a button. The internet is a multiverse for cinema. But in a world of instant gratification, with an endless, varied, hyper-stimulating buffet of entertainment and information options, you inevitably exacerbate attention problems. You can't focus on a film online. You can't focus on your present universe.
You have my undivided attention.
Vagina.
An issue that's worsened by streaming services engaging storytelling as just content. Now, I should mention that I'm thankful to streaming services for funding incredible stories, but this consequence can't be denied. Distraction can be emotionally important, but not when it's purposefully created to only waste time. That's when cinema loses its artistic value, when it feels meaningless. Also, it's annoying when you're searching for a movie and they're like, oh yeah, we know that movie exists, but we don't have it. How about some other films like the one you wanted to watch, but not the one you actually wanted to watch? Screw you! I want to watch Kangaroo Jack!
Nice.
The internet can be overwhelming and prevent true reflection or immersion in an experience. Being online can bridge the entire world, yet still feel nihilistic. So, facing the realization that nothing truly matters, how do you fight against it? How does Evelyn fight against a meaningless existence? How do the Daniels fight against nihilistic cinema? As Evelyn follows her daughter into the void, she becomes distracted by her husband, Waymond, played by Ki-hee Kwan. She refers to him as her steely husband and looks at him as if he were ruining everything with the IRS inspector. However, he is successful in postponing their audit. This is when Evelyn finally notices Waymond for who he is. The man who puts googly eyes on everything just to get a smile. Despite a failing marriage, a failing business, and a distant relationship with his family, Waymond still makes an effort to be compassionate and patient with everyone. This is his way of fighting. Evelyn has always viewed Waymond as a silly man for this, but after realizing the beautiful impact he has on their lives, she stops following Jobu Tupaki and decides to rescue her daughter by fighting like her husband. Bullets transform into googly eyes, and Evelyn embraces the silly. That's the film's thesis. Embracing the silly. Joy just wanted to be accepted. She didn't create the bagel to destroy the multiverse. She created this black hole to destroy herself. Everyone thought Jobu Tupaki was trying to kill every version of Evelyn, but she was in fact searching for a version of her mother that actually understood her. Someone who understood her realization that we are all just small stupid pieces of shit humans. That nothing matters. However, if nothing matters, then why did Joy travel to the multiverse with the hope of being proven wrong in her nihilism? Why is Evelyn still drawn to the universe where all her dreams and aspirations don't exist? Where she's just the owner of a failed laundromat? Why am I still crying over this film? If nothing actually matters, then why does everything still matter? Connection. If everything everywhere all at once is an allegory to the nihilism formed from living online, then connection is where we find meaning, connection to people, places, hobbies, things, moments, connection to everything and everyone. Despite all the wrongs the internet can do to our brain, it's also a world where we can discover more about ourselves, understand others, and meet people who can understand us. Also the only space where you can watch Sonic making out with Mario. There's that as well. I love computers! It's a hopeless place where we can also find hope. Even in a meaningless existence, we still find meaning because we create it. When you stare at something for long enough, you can make anything meaningful. You see that, Abyss? Eat my ass, Nietzsche! Turn down for what? Daniel's filmography represents these ideals in cinematic form. They understand that they can do everything, no matter how ridiculous, and still find meaning. It's an idea present throughout their careers, from a film about a farting corpse to Rakakuni, an idea proven in the filmmaking behind this film. Like its characters, Everything Everywhere All at Once doesn't deny nihilism. It fights against it by embracing the silly, finding connection, and creating its own meaning. The internet has always been embedded to the Daniels filmography. They grew up as filmmakers online, collaborating on insane creations that won them internet acclaim. It's through the internet that they were able to find an audience and also form a team of independent filmmakers and stuntmen for this film. It's embedded to their own lives and to Everything Everywhere All at Once. From the generation gap Daniel Kwan experienced with his mother regarding his own work, to the realization that he had ADHD while in the process of researching for this film. He revealed that his mother opening herself up to his filmography was one of the factors behind the relationship between Evelyn and Joy in the story. Kwan also mentioned that several people came up to him acknowledging their own experiences with ADHD after seeing the film. All of this is an ultimate reminder that there's a more important question to answer than how the film fights against nihilism. The actual question to answer is, does it win? As I have mentioned before, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just wanted to share my love for this film and its ideas. Embracing the silly is about accepting our small stupid pieces of shit selves, therefore opening ourselves to empathy and compassion and finding connection. I think the audience's response to Everything Everywhere All at Once serves as a reminder that there's another world where you can find connection and meaning. Cinema does not represent the multiverse, but it is an audiovisual medium with stories that can evoke feelings we hold deep inside of us and reveal emotions we didn't even know we had. Films can closely resemble our own experiences and the lives we never lived. Cinema can remind us the beauty of doing taxes or just existing. Despite being a vessel for nihilism, the internet can never kill connection. Ah, fuck. Shit. Let me turn it off and on again. Okay, where was I? The internet can never kill connection the same way it can never kill cinema. There's still incredible stories being created, personal favorites being discovered online or at home. There's still films like Everything Everywhere All at Once that connect us to ourselves and to others, that recognize the ridiculousness of our own existence and embrace it with creativity, hopefulness, and meaning. Daniels have crafted a fascinating filmography that follows these ideas. They carve philosophy out of farts, and now they carve beauty out of a laundromat. Film can be anything it wants to be, and Daniels understand that. Here is a film that refuses to bow down to algorithms or to lose itself in generic ideas. It's a visionary tale representative of our beautiful banal existence. This is art. This is cinema. It's an artistic representation of reality. It's created by people, human beings. Therefore, it will always have meaning.
Sorry. What did you say?